But I was raised in a Christian home, was saved at the age of 8 years old, graduated high school, began to fall away from God. And when I was about, in my senior year of high school, really began to fall away. And for about the next year and a half or so, did what I wanted to do, followed my own way, didn't really care about what God thought. I was running from God the whole time. God was pursuing me, chasing me, pursuing me, saying, come back to me, return to me, return to me. I ignored it all. I knew deep down He was calling me to something, but I was like, well, maybe if I'll do enough bad things, He'll just leave me alone. Well, here's the thing. If God's got the call in your life, He's not going to leave you alone. He's going to make you miserable till you finally say yes. Well, after about a year and a half, a friend of mine invited me to come to church. Well, let me back up. When I was 14 years old, I went to this camp. And it was the last night. And this was one of those experiences where you have, the campfire and people are sharing testimonies and that sort of thing. And this was one of those nights where the Holy Spirit's really moving. And I saw for the first time in my entire life teenagers who I'd never seen get up and pour their hearts out and cry in front of each other and just say, we really want to live for Jesus. I'd never seen that before in my entire life. I still get emotional today just thinking about it. That night, we sang a song called Serve the Lord. How many people here remember Carmen? Anybody? Any Carmen fan? Any old Carmen fans? Come on now. Now, I know it's cheesy, but don't judge me. Carmen was the man back in the 90s, and you know who he was. Yeah, Satan, bite the dust. Right? I mean, that was good stuff. I mean, come on now. Come on. Carmen was the man. Now it's not good, but back then it was. Well, this was a song by Carmen called Serve the Lord. Well, flash forward. That night, well, let me see. That night, that guy, Rick Wiley, came up to me. After that night, very emotional night, God was really dealing with hearts. I felt the Spirit that night. Even to this day, that was just an unbelievable experience. Rick Wiley came up to me. He said, Trey, he said, I believe God's going to use you in a powerful way. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm just telling you, stay close to Him because God's going to do something. And it was that quick and He was gone. And I said, wow, okay. I was 14 years old, all right? Flash forward to 19, all right? I went to church one night, was invited by a friend. First time I've been in a while. I went, and one of my friends and I, we used to sing every now and then at church. And the music director came up to me, and she was like, so when are y'all going to sing again? And I was like, well, whatever. She was like, how about you come sing? And I was like, okay, sure, whatever. So I said, well, give me a couple weeks. So she put me down. I went to my mom. I said, I'm supposed to sing in 2 weeks, and I don't know what I sing. She was like, I'll get you something. So my mom had every soundtrack known to man. And so she got me something. 2 weeks went by. Guess what song she picked? Serve the Lord by Carmen. And I began to practice this song, and back came memories of that night and what Rick Wiley said to me, which led to me being on my knees before God. I couldn't even get through the first verse without breaking down because I knew I was not living what this song was saying. I'll tell you what the words of that song is. Here's the chorus. I have made my decision. I have staked my claim. I have drawn a line in the sand, and I won't be ashamed. I've put the world behind me and the cross before. By the grace of God, I will serve the Lord. And I'm like, I can't get up and sing this song in front of these people. And I said, well, okay, I'll do it. Well, God really, in the next couple of weeks, began to just transform my heart and change me. And so I was hanging around these friends at the time, and we were all doing things we shouldn't have been doing. I like to go into detail. A 19-year-old guy far away from God, you can just imagine, draw your own conclusions. And I began to share with them, and it was awkward. Go back to that awkward thing. These guys were like my brothers. I love them, still love them to this day. And it was awkward because I was like, guys, things are going to have to change. Some of these things we've been doing, I can't do it anymore. And it got awkward. They didn't understand it first. About 3 weeks went by. I was approached by one of the guys named Josh Williams, one of my best friends even to this day. He said, Trey, when you told me 3 weeks ago things were going to change, I didn't believe you. In fact, I thought it was just a phase you were going through. But something's different. And I want to know about it. I had a chance to lead him to Jesus. Right there. One of my best friends, I was blown away. I saw God transform his heart and change it. So to make a long story short, he started going to church with me. And our other friends, there were 3 other ones. They thought we'd lost our minds. What's happened to them? What's going on? What's different? Over the next 6 months, all of my friends came to know Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior. All 6 of them. And then you know what happened next? Josh's parents began to ask questions. What has happened to our son? We want to know more. Then they came to know Jesus. And I never will forget the Sunday they joined the church and gave their lives to Christ. The pastor said, you want to have somebody come down here and stand with you? And they were like that whole row back there. I look down and here's a whole row of my friends, and we all go down there, and I remember thinking, my goodness, what God can do. Isn't that amazing? I'm not boasting in myself this morning. I want to challenge you with this is what God can do when we say, God, I surrender all to you. It doesn't matter.